Yo, what is up? Yeah, this is Sean, and today we're analyzing Runway. Listen, the AI-powered creative platform specifically focused on generative video, intelligent editing, and synthetic media workflows. Listen, before we start this video, this is really important. If you've got a business of your own and you want it spotlighted on this channel, contact us, email us, and we can make that happen. But listen, also do not forget to hit the first link in the description of this video. But yeah, listen, as AI continues, to compress production cycles across, text and image generation, it is clear, that video has remained the most computationally, demanding and operationally complex formats. And Runway is positioned directly at that bottleneck. Building infrastructure that shifts video creation from manual editing, to model-driven generation and transformation. Listen, this is not a single feature tool. It is a whole generative video ecosystem we're diving in today. So listen, when it comes to traditional video production, it follows, a sort of a linear, editing model scheme, whatever you want to call it. Listen, first there's capture, right? Then there's imports, editing, refine, and then exports. Listen, Runway introduces a new synthetic scheme. Listen, first there's prompts, you generate, transform, refine, and then deploy. Listen, this distinction is critical because instead of relying exclusively, on captured footage, users can generate scenes from, text prompts, modify existing clips with AI-based masking, extend frames beyond their original capture boundaries, or restyle entire footage through learned aesthetic formations. And listen, this changes both the creative velocity and the production economics to your own workflow. Listen, when it comes to text to video capabilities, listen, Runway's generative video models allow users to create short-form video clips from descriptive prompts. Listen, these models interpret semantic inputs, scene descriptions, lighting cues, motion directives, stylistic references, and synthesize all of those dynamic visuals accordingly. Listen, that is really great. Those practical applications include, concept visualization, product teaser, backgrounds, cinematic B-roll generation, abstract brand visuals, storyboarding prototypes. And while generated video does not yet replace, large-scale film production, it significantly reduces the barrier, to producing stylized visual sequences, for digital distribution. This is the future. Listen, and for content-driven brands, this enables faster experimentation and aesthetics, iteration and overalls. Listen, beyond generation, even Runway's editing suite integrates machine learning into post-production workflows. Key capabilities they have like backgrounds removal without even green screen. AI segmentation, allows subjects to be isolated from environments without traditional chroma key setups you'd normally need. You can also erase certain objects, unwanted, elements within a frame can be actually removed and contextually reconstructed. Subjects can also be dynamically tracked across frames, automating a traditionally labor-intensive process. So when it comes to object tracking, and masking, that is really useful and time-saving. Anybody who has some experience in just editing videos, let's say when it comes to short format videos, right, and they do those face zooms, right, on a person when they're talking or something like that, it takes so much time. Anybody who, like I said, has some experience will tell you that. But with Runway, it is all possible. The amount of friction removed with this project to your own workflow is truly astonishing. Listen, footage can also be reinterpreted through aesthetic filters that preserve motion while altering visual tone. You can style transfer for your video, and these features reduce manual editing time, like I said, and make advanced post-production even accessible to smaller teams. So yeah, it is really great and flexible when it comes to the people that are going to be using this project. Let me tell you, it is 100% worth it. But still, let's carry on. Listen, One of Runway's more technically compelling capabilities, I'd say, is frame extension. Like I said prior, listen, users can upload existing footage and generate additional contextual imagery beyond the original crop boundaries. Like I said, this is particularly valuable for, vertical to horizontal conversions. You probably also seen those where they take, a certain frame from a movie or a TV show and they just extend it to a vertical format and it looks highly cinematic. But yeah, also when it comes to that, there's cinematic reframing. Expanding tight compositions, social media format adjustments, all of that within Runway. And rather than, stretching or cropping, footage, the system synthesizes, I'd say, plausible environmental continuations instead of just, ducking them down. But yeah, listen, all of that introduces, generative imagination into traditional footage editing. Runway compresses, like I said, multiple stages of production into a unified interface. Scene generation, video editing, motion-based masking, background replacements, visual transformation, for example. And for agencies and media teams, this reduces dependency, on multi-software pipelines. For independent creators, it just simply lowers the technical threshold, required to produce visually complex assets. And, for startups and SaaS brands, I'd say that it enables, faster iteration on promotional visuals, for example, without just renting locations, or staging physical shoots, which all take, time, consideration, and money, all of that. Listen, Runway also obviously operates on a subscription model with usage-based credit allocation. Video generation is computationally intensive, so credits are consumed based on resolution, duration, and model complexity. And yeah, this tiered, structure of subscriptions, I'd say aligns compute cost with creative output demands, which just balances out the project. But listen, high volume creators and agencies benefit from larger allocations, while casual, experimentation remains accessible at entry tiers. So it is really great. Understanding production frequency is, I think, essential when it comes to selecting a plan for you. But as you can see, the standard plan is sitting at $12 per month. The Pro plan is sitting at $28 per month, and the unlimited one is at $76. And also when it comes to enterprise, it is custom. You just have to contact the brand itself. But yeah, listen, it is not that high for what you're getting with this. Let me tell you, it is 100% worth it. Listen, but it is also important to acknowledge that, AI generated video still remains an evolving field, which is something great. But listen, it is no secret that users may, encounter, occasional, motion artifacts, let me put it this way, inconsistent fine detail, continuity, some complexity limits in multi-character interactions. However, listen, iteration cycles are short and model improvements are continuous. The trajectory, of development suggests rapid enhancement, realism, and coherence. Listen, all of that is justified. Listen, I'd say that Runway occupies a critical layer in the AI content stack. Text generation, accelerated, ideation, and image generation, just completely democratized design, I'd say. And video generation is also now entering, mainstream accessibility. And by, focusing on generative, and AI-assisted video workflows like Runway, Runway just simply positions itself, at the intersection, of creativity and computation. At the same time, listen, it does not eliminate traditional filmmaking. It just augments and accelerates, digital-first production, which is great. It is something we have to, support. Listen, as generative video becomes more accessible, creative experimentation, increases. Production costs decrease. Campaign testing cycles shorten. Smaller teams compete, with larger studios. Listen, that shift is not merely technological. I mean, it is economic. Listen, tools like Runway redistributes creative leverage. Let me put it this way. But yeah, listen, Runway represents a significant step, I'd say, towards AI native video production. I mean, it integrates generative synthesis with intelligent editing. I mean, enabling users to just move from concept to visual execution with just reduced friction, which is really great. And I mean, for creators, marketers, agencies, and I'd say digital brands, operating in AI first ecosystems, it offers both creative expansion and operational efficiency. And as generative models, improve, platforms like Runway will likely become foundational components, of modern content infrastructure. But yeah, listen, that'd be it from today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe to our channel. Really helps us a lot to keep coming back with those projects to you guys. Also, this is really important if you've got a business of your own and you want it spotlighted on this channel. Like I said at the beginning, contact us, email us, and it is done. But also, I want you to comment down below, your opinion on Runway and potentially on some brands you want to see in the future on this channel. But yeah, also do not forget to hit the first link in the description. Don't forget to check out, Runway. And yeah, see you guys in the next one, and peace.